Sorry, okay. All right. You ready to start, Mr. John?
Yeah. Right.
Alrighty. Turn you up so I can hear you better. Um, can you confirm that you once had a photo or video of DM Drinks' dick and posted it to YouTube?
Now, if
Mr.
I
John.
had a photo, of his dick or a video,
But have you or in the past, not now, but did you in the past, and did you upload it to YouTube?
I did have it in the past. I uploaded it censored on my platform. I've since removed it.
All right. Have you once revealed any sort of your private parts to anyone under the age of 18 on Discord?
No, I have never done that.
Okay. Is having a photo or video of DM Stick the first time you have once done anything of the sort?
No, I have never done anything of the sort.
Just out of curiosity, that thing with DM, how many photos did you have? Or videos, either or how much media did you have of that?
I'm pretty sure it should be just once. As far as I'm aware, any time that he has done it, it hasn't been under my presence.
All right. Why? Okay, why did you think it would be a good idea to capture that media instead of leaving immediately?
Because when I originally was in a call, I had the full intention to expose him for what he has done. And then I had it uploaded momentarily. I since removed it. It was a decision that I've made by myself after realizing what I was doing was wrong, and I was not, told in any way to do that decision. That was something I purely realized, by myself, and I
Yes.
haven't done any of the sort since.
And you have claimed that you have deleted it since completely from your hard drive.
Yes. Yes,
So
absolutely, overridden.
it's not stored anywhere online like a Google Drive or Dropbox. It's not in any sort of flash drives or USBs. None of
Yeah,
that.
as far as I'm aware, it's nowhere. It shouldn't be at the very least.
Um how is your relationship with DM Drinks and Renders?
I'd say that it was good. We were, friends for quite a long while.
So you
Things
had
were
this
really
little
great.
triangle.
On the road with him and stuff, and like it was great for me. I'd consider that to be a good thing that I did to like help him out for his show and stuff. It was all great.
All right. One question, another question again. The picture, there was a picture of a dick with a napkin on it involving semen. Was that you? Was that from you or not? Be honest.
I did send a photo of it, but I did not take the photo.
You know who took the photo?
Yes.
Who? If you could state them, please.
It's a name that shouldn't be mentioned.
What do you mean by that, Mr. John?
They just don't deserve any attention.
Okay. Did they send the picture forward, or did they just send it to you and you decided to forward it to everybody else?
I didn't forward it to anyone else, just only to the one guy. He sent it to me in DMs, and then I just sent it to the one guy, and then for whatever reason, the picture just went everywhere and stuff
Right.
because of it spreading and people reposting it.
Even after DM drinks and renders being complete dumbasses, do you think you still should have done what you did involving those pictures? AKA
Um,
DMs.
no, I shouldn't have. I realized eventually, like, the truth of the situation and what was actually going on, and I have, changed what I've done since about the situation.
You
Things
defined.
are
Can you
either
can you
finished.
define what you mean by change?
Like, that I'm not doing anything like that anymore, like, none of the sort, like, not sharing anything, even for, like, a long time or so, just no interactions in general.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on. Another question. This is a little off topic again, but why do you keep changing your OC between black and white? Is it
This
racial
OC
intent
was not
or
this OC was not set up with like a proper skin color in mind. People just got like confused if they're supposed to draw it white or black. What are some drawings that are white? There's some that are black. I'm just sticking to the black one because it's like I've had it on for most of the time and it's not really that confusing. I do have plans to change it though.
all right. Are you aware that when people see the profile picture, they immediately think, "Oh, that might be racist."
Yes, I am aware of it. That's why I've had a change planned for it for like months at this point.
Okay. And not once have you thought about changing to a profile picture that doesn't involve the OC to like avoid the confusion?
I have, thought about changing to an OC to not avoid the whole confusion. Like,
And yet
people
you
are
haven't?
fine with having like OCs of like different colors and skin tones. Some people just see it as offensive. And I understand why someone might think that.
Yes. Are you homophobic, Mr. John?
No,
Are you transphobic?
no.
Okay. Um, why did you join the YBBC servers despite being outcasted from them almost immediately?
Um, It's because, I was, talking to, like, the main people that, like, I had to deal, like, all the drama and stuff related to with, and, since that was taken care of, that was, like, sort of like a green light in a way for me to join those other servers. I still have, like, stuff that I do in, like, a couple of those servers, but, it's not my fault if someone, thinks, like, wrongly of me.
Yes, yes. About your channel, right fast. Why do you keep putting videos up there and deleting them? Like, No given
Well,
reason. It would be like a random
it's
video
because,
and then
like,
you'll delete it.
generally, I'm, like, I would, like, sometimes, talk about, like, drama and, like, the past from, like, time to time, and then, eventually, like, I realize that I just, probably shouldn't have it on my channel. So, for a moment of time, I had another channel where I would just, talk about that sort of stuff and, send it to some people as it seems. However, as time, went on, I just kind of realized, that maybe it wasn't like really like the best approach. And, I want to stick like my channel to what people know of it as, and generally just get all the drama related stuff outside of it and put it like somewhere else. That's why I had stuff on Google Docs for a while. But then eventually I just, overall realized that, it wasn't really a good idea anyway, because, you know, like, nobody was really gonna check it out, nobody was gonna view it, nobody was gonna do anything with it, and, it would be better for me to just be in, like, group chats or to talk directly to people about, like, whatever their concern was.
Um, what made you do all like, what made you start all of this? Like, what made you start, um, thinking these weird things to do even though whether they be illegal or just plain out creepy?
I wouldn't consider it creepy, I mean, I did
No, it's
have, like,
creepy.
the
Mr. John, I'm just gonna tell you, it's pretty much creepy. It really is.
like, what specific things are creepy?
Let's see. I can't pin it, but, like, it's like this aura around you, man.
Come napkin, come napkin, come napkin, come napkin.
Okay, okay, buddy. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, look, the
Sorry
other
for
guy
that.
was, like, creeping me out too, he wasn't, that great either.
Sorry
I've
about that.
already talked about things, related to that, like, in private with him, and, I probably should have been a lot more clear that I just, like, sent it. I will admit I did lie saying that, it was my photo because of the deals I made with the previous guy and stuff I mentioned, but, when he got called out and canceled for stuff, I just thought that, it was fine for me to, like, kinda, like, admit the truth out, and then that's what I did when I, like, released the Swan Fed, but then, nobody was really viewing it, and I don't even know how people got the link in the first place, so
Alright. Um, I had a question, hold on. Uh, are you friends with any sort of minors? Do you still speak to people under the age of 18?
Yeah, the short answer to that is yes. I do not, like I like the reason why, like the main specific people that I talk to around those ages are just people that I've known for like a long time at this point. Ever since like the start of 2024, I don't believe that I made, friends with anyone else that was generally underage, and all the
Oh,
servers that I've been joining since are all people that are like, adults or servers with adults. And, that's something that I have been making a decent transition to over the last few
yes.
months.
Now, hold on. Why do you gatekeep things? Like, let's say someone comes to ask you a question and they kind of need it, you gatekeep, and it's really noticeable. Like, if someone asks to see a document for some specific information, you gatekeep it. 'It. Why? It. Why? 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 Why?
Yeah, Yeah, well, the general thing is, like, sometimes, I want people to, like, think that, well, that something is there. There could also be something that I would want to talk about or mention prominently. I also think that, that I just have like good reasons, to like do that. Like, for example, if there's anyone, that I talk to privately and they say, hey, I don't want you talking about this or I don't want you talking about that and we'll stay good, then, I oblige to that and I just simply don't talk about it or don't send anything out. But sometimes, there could also be other things that just generally don't age well that I would want to, like more like likely focus on that I would want to, probably like keep to myself or even like in some cases where things just kind of don't age that well, and for that reason, that's why I would wanna, like kinda not send stuff. I mean, there's, like, multiple reasons why I may not send something or some proof. However, if you want to get into specifics, we can talk about that.
Uh, yeah, hold on, just give me 1 second. You do understand why you are banned from me and Falco server, right?
You never told me exactly.
Why do you think? Really, why do you think?
Probably because of, like, the like DM and renders.
Yes, that's kinda what brought it to our attention, but not to mention some of the people there actually know you, and they don't wanna be around that. They just don't wanna be around it, they don't feel comfortable with you being in there.
Yeah, but you never told me about any of that.
Well, that was a while ago, so anyways, some of as you can notice, the amount of audience got a little bit bigger since we started. Um, someone asked a question. They asked, "What kind of doctor are you?"
Um, I don't have anything. Um, like, I wouldn't say that I'm exactly a doctor. I mean, I did have like a medical class, but like that's it.
Do you mind taking questions from other people as well? Do you mind that?
I don't.
Alright. Dennis asks, why are you named Dr. Allen on Discord?
Okay, well, the reason why the OC and his whole name and where it all comes from, it came from like other group chats that I were in during the time where I just needed a more unique name. So, someone, talked to me and they offered, to make the whole, OC and stuff. And, I just let them and I just took it, it was just kind of nice for me to have. So I just took it.
Chalice, I asked that question earlier about why he constantly deletes YouTube videos already. Um, someone asked how much child porn do you have on your hand, or like how much child porn do you have? Say,
Well, everything, at this point has been like deleted. So,
does that include
I
regular? Does that
would,
include regular porn?
yeah, it should like any type of this point.
Okay. Got a question from Tyler. Do you know who Dynamite Boot 31 is?
Yes, I do.
What is your history with Dynamite Boot 31?
Me and him, we like originally met we like messaged ourselves on a server. He, was like friends with others. And this like used to be a thing that he would do. He would like be like an artist. He would have like its own edits, and he used to like talk to me about like whatever was going on. And then there was like like his own things that he did. And it was like private in a community where I would just go like at him and stuff. And that was like one of the reasons why I didn't like release anything until a lot later on. Was like gated, like it was like in a closed space. Like everything about him, like he's not even like online anywhere. Like at this point, like his parents are aware of like what he did. He's been grounded. His account has been deleted. At this point he has just been like exposed and stuff. And I just decided to just quit it because there was just no point in continuing it, talking about him. And he's just irrelevant now.
Okay, there's a couple questions stacked up here, so hold on. Um, one person asked, "What kind of corny name is Dr. Allen Gang?"
I did not come up with it.
Oh, I will return.
Okay, from now on, I will take over the questions here. I have absolutely no idea what these questions are. Okay, let's see. The only question that came up was, what does Mr. John think about a hypothetical channel that re-uploads and archives his YouTube videos that he deletes?
It wouldn't be surprising if someone were try to like say stuff about me. I mean, like people have like done this sort of thing like multiple times before, and I would already know.
Okay, guys, stop doing the noises. Let him say things.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna finish.
Okay, hold on. Let me actually go here. Actually, no, not that. Oh,
Why is this dead silent all of a sudden?
because Brian is not here. Which of your circle tools see? Oh my God. Someone asked which of your circle tool CP artwork is your favorite. Next one is, what is the context behind the slides with Ari Arts exposed? Falco. Uh, yeah, Dr. Allen, would you like to explain that?
Yeah, that was just like that came out because this was stuff that was actually like planned. Like,
If I can interject for a minute, I'm
okay,
gonna
well,
be
the
on
thing is
standby.
about like anything like related to Ari, I actually cannot talk about it because I've talked to her privately. She doesn't want me talking about anything like related to like me or her or any situation about it, publicly at this time. I mean, there was a couple statements that she made, but that's kind of for me to kind of like the point is like everything between like me and Ari, I'm like we're just handling it ourselves, and private, and me and her, we just don't want like anyone else involved with that. I know I posted it publicly, on my channel and had it open for a little bit. It has been, removed ever since, for me to comply with, the deals and talks that me and her had. But, I'm just not gonna like have any sort of like release like that up on my channel anymore.
I'm gonna be on standby for a little bit. I'm gonna have Falco and Tyler take my place for me while I'm gone.
Okay, I have a question here. S.A. Harper had put me on on the cross for having 350 less subscribers than me. Now this was prior to her channel termination, which was in, I don't even remember. It was like October through December. Not sure. There's photo proof in the chat, but Dr. On, you can't see that yet. What are your thoughts on this egotistical, angsty teenager named Harper?
S.A. Harper, I am aware of things that she has done last year. I am not, aware if she's done like anything else since. So, what all that I'll say about like S.A. Harper is that she was like featured in the Swan Fad, and anything else with that she's been doing like isn't really related. I just don't have like any thought about her anymore.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, yeah, like I believe you asked me about that before. I cannot talk about that. No, like I already talked to Ari. She doesn't, want me talking about anything related to her or me. It was I guess like about everything related to uh like uh document boot 31. I mean, it's literally like in the title.
There's another question, another question that said, "Are you still in any Go anime communities?"
I have never been in a Go anime community. It was just like intended to be like a public like response to like some of the drama that was ongoing and stuff. I don't have access to everything. I only have like access to like things that I just knew about. People, weren't like really like submitting anything in like the form that I had up for a little while, and nobody, was like, willing to like, talk to me except for like a couple people who knew what was going on in the background. I just kind of use that information to make the Swan Fed and release it. Like I actually made it over like the course of like a couple months, and some things that I made over time in it. It was like a whole process. Although the whole point of it was to basically like respond to a lot of the public drama related to me at the time. It was also stuff that I, talked about and resolved in the background. I also used that time, to kind of work on things separately. There has been a lot of times where, due to like other dramas or other things that I had to do in my life, I just overall got sidetracked from, working on the Swan Fad. And, I admit there are some things that did release with it that I don't necessarily agree with. Things that I typed during the time, but then later on realized that I didn't. And, it's because like I like verified like half of it back in like August. And then the other half I did like during October. And I just didn't really check that older part. So if there's like any inaccuracies from like the beginning or like earlier middle portion from it, then just know that stuff, was stuff that I fought, back in like August or maybe like July. However, like the whole point of it was just to respond to like the public outcry and stuff. However, like the true point of it was entirely about like one very specific claim, and the reason why I removed the doc in its entirety is because that one thing has been taken care of. And then I just assumed that all the other stuff was just kind of old enough and, I wouldn't really have to worry about talking about that as much. And so far, that seems to be like somewhat par with what I thought. But the only other thing that I can, like, say about the Swan Fad is that, I just straight up, like, haven't been working on a proper replacement for it. I have worked on other, documents and things to replace it, but I just didn't do that because, like, at that point, it was just easier for me to explain, like, specific things in, say, like, a group chat or a call or like, text messages. And, that was just easier for me. That was easier for whoever I was talking to. Just kind of, overall was just easier for me because it allowed me to talk about like, issues that people, directly had. Like if there was something very specific that anyone could have asked me about, I was able to talk about it. I was able to respond. And, that's why, I liked that whole system overall. So, um, you know, um, I kind of went on a tangent with that, but basically the whole point with the Swan Fad was just to like, show like some sort of response to like, like the public and like some of the drama and stuff. I know it's not like really perfect. There's like issues that I like revealed or like found out after the thing was made, and I did have like a revision planned, but then again like at that point people were like wanting to resolve stuff like directly like in messages and group chats, and that would just be a lot easier for me. Nowadays it's kind of more like something that I would just like look back on as like a reminder for what was going on or what I said about something. And then if there was anything change, I just do it poorly and just call it that. And that's how I kind of gone around with a lot of people that I talk to generally online.
Dr. Allen, are you finished everything?
I'm finished.
Okay,
Tyler, did you have anything to ask before I was gonna ask a question?
I was good. I was just gonna go on like a rapid fire of all the other questions that were asked, but I'll ask the next one.
Okay,
Why do you keep hopping to new art communities every time you get involved in drama between them? And how many servers have you been banned from?
I don't know what you mean by that question, so I'm unable to answer that properly.
um, he basically just answer how many servers have you been banned from? Like, from the top of your head, how many servers have you been banned from?
I mean, I'd say like a good like few or so, but I'm just like not like too concerned about it. Like obviously I still got like places to be, I still got deals to be made, even like, like places that I got to be and things that I got to do. I'm not like too concerned about any of it. And the reason why I'm not really that concerned is because, like I'm still, like chatting with people. I'm still able to like, get my responses back. People, they show up like eventually. And, from there, if there's like any other issue about it, I'm able to just easily, talk about it. And, even right now I'm talking. So,
Do you have multiple YouTube channels?
I mean, I do. Like I used to have more, but then I just removed them because they weren't necessary.
Do you feel any regret of any of the actions that you've committed?
Yeah, I do. There's a lot of things that, I can regret on. But the reason why I don't really think about it is because I just rather, like look up to like the future and stuff. Cause, like obviously I'm not perfect. I mean, I know like the whole point of this server is to probably just like, like point out like all the stuff that I did, like a whole dedicated hate server to me. But, the important thing that I know is that, I'm still like, making improvements with my life. I'm still like learning how to like generally change and stuff. And there's a lot of things that I have used to do before that I don't do anymore. And it wasn't like drama or like wrong or anything. It was more like really dumb stuff. And I'm still trying to work on like generally like improving myself. That's because like a lot of time, I just want to like figure out like, straight up like directly what the issues are instead of people just, like creating like a whole server like this and just, having like inside, conversations about me or whatever's going on that blueprint and, just like coming up with stuff without even like directly talking to me about it because like I know that that I have like changed, before. Like I have taken like multiple breaks from the internet whenever I noticed something was, majorly wrong. I even did it, last year too. So, there's a lot of self-improvement that I'd say that I've done to myself. And, I still want to, focus on the right path and, on the future and stuff while also, learning from the past properly. Like I feel like that's generally like something that a lot of people would want to do as they grow up. And I'm pretty sure a bunch of other people here has done like some sort of mistake. I mean, not like anything that I've done, but I know people that have done far worse than anything that I could ever do. And I could name like tons of things that I didn't do. But, I still, acknowledge there's definitely things wrong that I have did, and there's, regret that I can feel and wrong that I have done towards others. And ultimately, that is just like a reason why I would want to, like properly, like, talk to someone, like about like, someone that actually like knows like everything. Like, there's many times that I've asked, like exactly what I have done, like, everything that I've ever been involved with, everything that I ever did. And, for that to just kind of be like right in front of my face and then I could just do like some sort of like explanation, you know I could like say sorry if there was something that I've done terribly wrong on. And like I want to be able to like eventually be more like a regular member. I want to do better with my life. I want to do better with a lot of things that I do. I still look up to like good things within the world. I really want to be able to say that I'm improving myself all the self-improvement that I've been doing is, it's been great so far, but I want to
Mr. John,
do
I
like
hate to
more of
interrupt,
that.
but are you done
But
answering your question?
There is a question that I wanted to ask, if that is fine.
I'm sorry for
Um,
the interruption, but after the question, can I make a statement?
Please do.
Like after the question. Yeah, because I want to like make a statement about the wall guy situation, which happened back in July. Something that I haven't realized until like months ago, but I haven't told. But you can ask the question, and after the answer of the question, I can make my statement.
taken down about a day after, about a day after it got posted. Uh, and the only way it must have gotten taken down is if somebody reported it. So, Mr. John, if you would like to say something on that, then it would be fine.
what exactly are you talking about?
The exposing video that I posted last year in July. I'm pretty sure you're aware of that because you've made a whole
Yeah,
entire document based off of me.
um, like I'm pretty sure like you were.
Okay.
Wait,
I
what are
have to
you
go.
talking about?
Let Tyler finish the sentence. I'll be right back.
I'm about to go through a lot of rapid fire questions, so please do not take a long time answering these, please. How racist are you, Mr. Allen?
I'm preferably none.
Did your car
I don't want to be racist. I don't think I'm racist. You say?
did your car actually get shot?
Yes. Yes, it did. Like at least like that is what, I was told, by my parents. Like, my car did, get shot. Don't worry, about it. It's fine now. It still works good and all that, but it was kind of upsetting that happened.
Did you
So, sorry.
wait, did you
Okay,
did you
I'm just.
did you come on a rag and send an image of it to a minor? That's one of the questions.
I did not like come on like anything. Nothing. Um, like the image that I sent was not taken by me. Like I can still be responsible for like sending it, and that is something that I've admitted in the past, like with my even with the
Wait,
swan fat, I like did
can
it,
I make a
but
statement
it
real
was
quick?
not.
Wait, I want to say something. So you said that you didn't take the image, right? And yet you still sent it. Where did you get the image? Because you said you didn't take
I
it.
got it. I got it from someone. Like someone sent
Then
it to
why
me
did you
like in
send it to
DMs.
a minor? Like that's
Especially wall guy.
like listen,
Like like
I'm just gonna
they
like wait. Let me talk. Let me talk. I so you got this image from a random guy, right? Like this is your words, and you sent it to a minor because you felt like it. Like, can you explain that right now?
what what what? No, I don't think you understand the whole
You said you
story.
got it from someone.
Yeah.
I okay. You said you got it from someone, right?
Listen, like, are you thinking that like I sent it like
You
I know
said
I
you
did
sent it.
myself, but you think that I would just like send something like that, like my pure like mind just like send it like myself, like without like any
Dude,
influence or
you
anything?
literally just said that you sent the image even though you got it from someone else. Did you not just say that?
Yeah, I did say that, but
Then
you're
why are you
making it
trying to
look
deny
like
the claim that you put out?
I'm not trying to deny it. Like, I did that, but
You
you're
just
trying to
denied
make it
it.
look
You literally just denied it. Full out, you just denied it.
No, you're not letting me finish my sentence.
Okay, finish your sentence then.
Okay. Like, look, you're just trying to make it look like, well, that I like did that, like that whole thing, like entirely, like, myself, that I sent it out purely entirely. But, like the other guy, he just kept like asking, for me to like send something like that to him. Like, and he just got like mad over it. I've
I
talked about
do
in this
not
one
believe
thread
that.
how he did
Okay.
it.
One, I do not
Because
believe
Okay,
that.
I feel like this is connecting to something. Okay, look, I probably have mentioned him in a GC before, so I'm gonna say it. So, I feel like this is connecting to something before. If the person kept on asking you to do it, then why didn't you just say no or just mute him or
You are
block
an
him or something?
adult. You can make
Yeah,
your own decisions. You can't get forced. Wait, so who's the victim? The victim's a minor, right? That, it got
uh,
sent to, right?
yeah, that's the minor. He was
Okay.
15 at the time. He was
I
15 at the
I
time.
why I do not believe that the kid asked for the image. That would not make any sense at all. I have never seen anyone actually ask to send that. Like that's just pure idiocy, okay?
Dude,
I'm just going to say that right there. I think that you're lying and you just sent it for no reason and that is your image. There's no way that it's just some random image that you got from someone. And why would you send it in the first place? Like what
Why
was
would
your
you think
reason to send it?
exactly? Why would you think that image came all the way from the dark web? Or like that's just
Like
kind of
not even the
stupid.
dark web. I think bro took the image. I think he took the image
Exactly.
on his shitty fucking Android and just sent it to a minor.
Bro said that okay, I'm gonna make people think that I got this from the dark web.
No, but like
Supposed
for real
my
though,
God,
can
that's
you wait?
crazy.
Can you make a statement on that, Mr. John?
okay, first off, he did ask me to send that photo, so he did. And secondly, it was from someone else, and they sent it to me. And then, I just happened to have it,
No,
on
I
me.
don't fucking
So you
know.
just have
So
it in
when
your
he
camera roll.
kept asking
Like
for
you
it, I
just have
just sent
a.
that. Because I wasn't gonna send anything of my own.
So why did you send it in the first place?
Because he like kept like asking for it. I know
Dude, you
you
sound
already
like you're lying.
He
That
literally claimed
you
the minor
sound
literally
you
claimed it
sound
was for a
like a
social
lying son of a
experiment to
bitch.
see if he would groom him. It was literally he said the minor said it was for a social experiment to see if John could groom him, and he said it worked.
What worked?
Okay. So let me get this straight, John. Your
exactly like he
story.
literally said it was like a whole like social like experiment. Like I wasn't wanting to like do like anything like with him. I would never like date him
Then
or
why
anything.
did
I
You know
you
why
never
didn't
send
you do it
a
in the
did
first
anything like
picture
place?
that.
of
Why
Because
literal
didn't you think it's okay? It
semen
was
on a paper napkin?
why would you
exactly
do that in the first place?
for
Just
real,
tell him
bro.
Like
no
even
and
even
leave it on.
like
Dude,
let me say
like
so. Let me say this.
literally
Let me say
kept
this.
like asking it.
Whatever. Okay. Okay. So you expect me to believe that a minor asked you, literally begged you to for them to send a picture of cum on a literal paper napkin. You
What the?
expect me to
Oh
believe
my
that.
god,
You expect
Dude,
me to believe that.
dog, that's crazy, homie. You got caught. That's
No,
You
he
you
fucked up.
must
literally
think
said like
you
send a
must
that's
think
picture
it.
of
that
your
I
nut,
am
and
literally
then I
the
just sent a
dumbest
picture of
person in
someone
the
else's
entire
nut.
world to believe your story. That is
exactly.
the
Like
Dude,
worst.
I don't
That
care
is
if
the
John was
worst
brainwashed.
excuse I
He
have
still
ever heard
did
in
it in
my
the
whole
first
life.
place.
Bro's really pointing a cloak the geek in here. Like that's just kind of crazy. If I'm gonna be
Doesn't
honest here.
matter if John was brainwashed or not. It brainwashed or not. He still did all of that. He still
Fuck,
did
I
what
don't
he
Exactly.
did with
believe
that
that bro
kid.
was
I don't
brainwashed.
even
He's a
believe
fucking adult. He is an
Dude,
adult. He can make his own
bro.
decisions.
I'm 14. I'm 14.
I'm turning 15 in 2 months, and yet I'm more
same,
mature than this kid.
I'm
same here,
already
bro.
15 too, and I'm like mature.
Like, let's not bring age into this. Let's not bring age into this. That's tough.
Okay, guys.
Please bring it down.
Okay, there's still some questions I do need to ask because I'm still stuck on like a question that was sent like 14 minutes ago.
Okay.
Why?
I got you.
Okay. Dr. Allen, why did you do the whole rebrand of your account on Discord and everything?
I saw that happen in real time.
What rebrand are you referring to?
The Dr. Allen shit, dude. How can you not know?
Rebranding from your alias.
I
Mr.
never
John.
considered it a rebrand.
Dude, that's called a rebrand. Literally changing your name and changing your OC.
changed your name and
Dude,
your OC.
listen. That is a rebrand. Don't try to deny it. Answer the question. Why did you change your name from Mr. John to Dr. Allen? Simple question.
For the same reason the OC was created.
Aren't you
Bro,
white?
Exactly, like, bro, why would you add dreads and be like, and then just change your OC to black? Like, you had a white variant before, and then you changed it to a black right after. Like, bro, what does makes absolutely no sense.
So let me ask this. So was the rebrand because of your drama, of the drama that was going on with you and your name?
No,
And be honest.
this whole like name and stuff. This was like long before any of that happened.
What? Oh my God! You really want to bring up the screenshots? You want me to pull up the screenshots right now?
Hey,
Not now. There's still some questions.
what's
Okay.
happening? What's
All
happening?
right.
What is happening right now?
Okay, Dr. Allen. Do you feel bad for the way you acted in SDM? In the SDM server. Do you feel bad for the way you acted in the SDM server?
I don't even remember anything that happened in the server.
Bro,
lying son of a bitch.
You were literally in the SDM server ever since you were ever since you joined Discord. That's what you told me.
Bro,
so,
why do you keep?
All right.
My question
Hold
is,
on. One
Yeah,
person at a
but
time.
like what like actions like specifically?
my question is, why are you
I
asking the
know that I
obvious?
was in there for like so long, but no, I just don't like that. Like ever since I came out with like 86 and stuff, like I just barely even thought about it anymore.
Then why do you keep saying? Why do you keep saying that everything that you don't remember? Like that shit. Like, bro, that's so confusing. Like,
Sorry.
it's like suspicious that you're saying to everything. I remember I did this or I did that. Like I just don't get that. Like
I am guys.
how are you gonna? Like how? Like my question is,
I'd like to interject.
why would you? My question is,
Jackie
bro,
Chalk, please.
Guys,
Yes.
please.
Please
can
calm
I
down.
answer
Okay.
another question?
Sorry. I need to interject here. I have to interject here. I am the server owner of SDM, right? You remember me? Hey, John, it's Space. What's up? I find it fucking appalling that you would say that you don't remember anything. You were in that server for years, mentioning with the people there. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You were there for years. You were there doing gens. SDM is this video editing thing. All right. You make generations. You are trying to tell me that you don't remember something that literally with your name in it. Monopoly server, the Mr. John Monopoly. Sorry, Operation Regen, drama with people that you keep DMing me about at the time. Les Manga, Pie Man, Wither. You told me in DMs to tell you to unblock these people whenever there was drama struck. And yeah, sure, there was some of that drama was not warranted. But the fact that you kept coming to me just so you could bother these people, that you spam called them, does none of these ring a bell to you? Please, do none of these ring a bell to you?
Look, all of those ring a bell. I am aware of all of that, but when I say that I don't know anything about like anything that happened like SDM, I'm talking about stuff that was like more recent. That's what I mean. course I
Sure.
know
You
about
wanna listen?
Operation Regen and the John
You wanna
Monopoly
listen?
and all of
You
that
wanna know?
stuff.
Yeah, you wanna know why you don't have any drama recently before you got banned from STM? Because your shot ass didn't say anything in the server after we clapped you away from your mod. You came back, we gave you mod, you shit all over the bed with it, and then whenever you realize, oh, this place is not worth my time, I'm gonna go to these art communities with all these minors instead. You went there, and then you stopped talking in there. You every time you did talk, you put like one message every couple months, and you were like, oh, these people are so degenerate. Oh, I fucking hate this server. Oh, all you did was just bring us fucking down. And guess what? I don't give a fuck what you think about us. All right? You are a fucking manipulative liar, right? You talk to people. You're a toxic individual. You talk to people like the best thing you want is to fucking control them. Sorry, I'm getting way too fucking emotional now. But the fact that you think, and then after all, we banned you because of the wall guy situation. Because Dennis was so kind enough to tell us that you are undeniably a pedophile. Sorry, go ahead.
So, okay,
Yeah,
I want to
look,
make a statement.
like I
I
will
want to make a
just
statement
say,
about
like
what
all of
happened.
this stuff.
John, let
No, I'm
Dennis
ready.
talk.
No, I'm ready to talk.
All right,
I want to
all right.
respond to that
Let me
badly. Okay.
say
Hey.
something.
Please,
I
by
wanted
all
to make
means,
a
respond to it.
I want John or I go first. John. No.
Dennis,
Okay.
go
So
first.
right. So I so I've been in my most recent on one of my most recent messages from Brian. I should have been known about this until like a while. But I've been aware about it for like a while. So I've been remembering you saying that you have been brainwashed to jack off to Wall Guy when he was 15 and you were 18. Brainwashed my ass half or something, because even if you were brainwashed or not, you still did it. That's really perverted in my opinion, and you should not do that. But you still did it anyway. You should have said no. You should have just left it out, left the call, just basically blocked him. But no, you just let it out. You just kept on saying that you were brainwashed and you were forced to do it. No, you just did it. You just continued on doing, and you just did it by Wall Guy's request. So you should have stopped. You should have said no, or you should have left the call, muted him, or blocked him. But no, you just continued on doing it. So, but no, you just did it. So that is what upsets me, and that's what makes me think that, well, you're probably not brainwashed and you just did it on purpose, or yeah, but I still think that you still did it, brainwashed or not. That's still really perverted of you to do that. So that's my statement.
Can I make a statement real quick?
Yes.
So, about the brainwashing. How exactly did you get brainwashed? Can you explain that to me real quick for further context?
Okay,
Well,
there's
Alan,
just a bunch of things that I just want to respond to all at once.
can you please
Okay.
respond to my question?
Right,
Respond
fine,
to it.
fine. Look, I wouldn't say that I was brainwashed. I know that I might have claimed that before or earlier.
Before?
But, I wouldn't really say that anymore. Like, I remember, like saying terms like brainwash back then because that was like, what like other people during the time around that whole situation were saying. But, like as I like, kind of came more and more to it, that's why I kind of like, said that I was, aware, of the things that I've done. I've even like, briefly mentioned, in the swamp ad saying that, that I'm aware there are things that I have done, and it was just more about like, wall guy, rather than me, you know, like, even like I will just say, like if it was assumed to be true that I like did that entirely myself and I had like all this like perverted stuff in mind, I still managed to talk to Wall Guy back like around like I think it was like November to December, I think. And you know, we've been like kind of like friended ever since. I've like added him to you know, like chats and stuff, and you know, we still talked, you know, from time to time. And there wasn't you know, like anything that has happened, you know, since. But yeah, I do acknowledge that, you know, there's definitely, you know, like sending it
Okay,
and
wait. Let me
you know,
just
that I
pause
did
you
wrong.
Responsibility
right
on
So
there.
your
I wouldn't
part.
really say that I'm
Wait,
brainwashed
let me
with that
pause you right there.
regard.
So here's one more question. So you knew he was a minor, right? Whenever you did it, and you said you don't. Now you say you don't think you were brainwashed. So when you did it, you were fully aware that he was a minor, and you did that yourself. That was your decision. Can you confirm that was your decision to jerk off to a minor?
I again, as I said before, I
Yes
just
or no? It's
sent.
a yes or no question. It's not that hard. Yes or no?
In the end, it doesn't
I
matter.
know
It's still
you're
your fault.
saying it's a yes or no question, but that question assumes that I jerked off to him.
But you did, right?
No, I just sent a photo of
Well,
someone
that's what
else's
I
nut.
heard.
Why
Yeah,
did you make it seem like it then?
that's what I heard. That's what
That's a
I
bunch
heard.
of bullshit,
That's
dude.
that's because during the time, you know, I was like talking, you know, to Dynamite about it, and you know, like you told, like I talked about it, if I could be like honest, and because I was his friend, I, you know, didn't do that. But then when he got canceled for stuff, that's kind of why I made the whole document, and then just been kind of saying since that, you know, like the truth about it.
Mr. John,
Wait,
Mr. John,
Alan.
Mr. John,
Oh,
Mr. John. I have a couple of questions, and it's about your connections
Yeah,
to
like that
a
was
couple. Mr. John, let me
what.
answer. Can I answer my questions real quick?
Yeah,
Do you
go,
know?
just go ahead and say it.
Okay. So this one. Do you know who Kevman Street Kids is?
Who?
Do you know who Kevman Street Kids is?
Yes.
Are you aware of his current controversies?
Um, not anything recent, but I know he's been involved in stuff.
Do you still trust him?
No.
Okay, another question. Another question. What is your history with the following two people I'm about to mention? Foxy the Fox 110 and Algeria Ball. What is your history with both of them, and how did you come to know them, and how did you get to team up with them to create that sickening ghoul sideshow where it's just nothing but CP?
Okay, so here's like I will just like briefly explain first off that whole, you know, slideshow. Um I don't like, I'll just say like I can't like, you know, talk about anything like directly about Ari yourself, but you know, as for Foxy and Algeria Ball, um first off, like as I got to know like Algeria Ball, I didn't really know them much. I just know that what that they were like in meets, and they were in you know, streams, and they were on Discord, and you know, I wasn't like really talking to them much at all. In fact, you know, their involvement was outside of my control, and I didn't even know anything about it. And as for Foxy, the Fox 110, I have known them for months. I co-produced a track with them, and and I don't know about it. Like I can't really be too confident when I say this, but I'm pretty sure that I'm still able to talk to them. Like I didn't know them too much as well, but I know that they verified it. Um, and that's kind of like the main thing. I'm pretty sure you are already aware of Algeria and Foxy and what they've done at this point, and I
That
just
was
don't
actually going to
associate
be
that
another
with them much.
question that I was going to ask. Are you aware of Foxy the Fox 110's controversies?
Not much.
Do you trust Foxy the Fox 110?
I wouldn't say trust, but I'm fine to talk to them and stuff.
So you pretty much are excusing her controversies and all of the terrible things that she has done.
I am not aware of any terrible things she has done.
Okay. Someone asked if you are religious.
No.
No, I mean, like, what is your religion? Are you like a Christian or
No.
What are you then?
You said no.
No.
are you agnostic? Are you...
Is that like a religion or something?
Meaning that you don't believe in anything, really. Is that right?
Agnostic would just be not.
I'd guess so. I mean, I don't really care much about like religion or anything. I mean, maybe
Well, that-
atheist, but
Well, that explains some things.
Did you grow up in a religious household?
no.
So here's what I'm trying to.
Oh,
make the
oh,
puzzle
wait,
stick.
yo, there's a good question here. Hold on. Why did you change your age in your bio to be underage while you was an adult?
What is this exactly referring to?
Are you just doing the dumb card again?
I can tell you what it refers to.
Go ahead.
Well, at
is
one
this
point,
something that you asked
you were
me about?
no, it was not SDM. Actually, no, it was you were it said before you were like 18 years old, a guy who likes to draw, and then one day you were 15 years old and likes to draw. Why the change?
It was because
Why'd you grow down?
Wait. What's that about again?
Did your size
Like,
grow
I know I
down?
did the
My
change,
God.
but
This guy's
Did your,
a bag of rocks. I
my,
swear to God.
my question is, did your size grow down or what?
like I know I did that change. I just
Did you try to bait someone?
Were you trying to pull a Chris Hansen or what? Basically.
Okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it was like during the time, and for reasons I couldn't do it on my old account, and that was just back when I was like more like suspicious of them. But then like over time, I realized that it wasn't anything, so I just changed it right back.
I'm sorry, what? That was so vague. Can you like
Look,
go
I don't
into
like
detail?
remember much about it, and I'd rather not.
What, you'd rather not? Dude, just try to explain it the best you can.
Yeah, like I know, like it was like I was like talking to someone that I was suspicious about, but
Dude,
then
you're an
like I just
adult.
realized that it wasn't.
Wait, okay. So what were you scared of?
Who I was talking to,
And why were you scared of them?
because they were like being like complained about in like another server.
But you're an adult. What were you afraid of?
I don't think like I'm just trying to like figure out like exactly what you're talking about.
Dude, okay.
Because I don't remember that.
What do you mean you don't remember that? You just said a whole lot of shit that you remembered about the situation.
Bro, you're literally
Yeah,
19
but
years
like
old
I don't
and-
remember.
Hey, don't
like,
freak out.
the
Don't freak out. Don't
details.
freak out.
This is stuff that I'd rather forget about.
But
So
okay,
my question
rather
is,
forget
wait,
about
wait, wait,
all
wait,
the
wait, wait.
allegations.
my
Wait.
question is, why do you keep spoiling the dumb card over everything?
Shh.
Everybody shush. One at a fucking time, please.
I wasn't finished with my question.
I understand with that, but everybody started talking.
Okay.
If you aren't the one speaking, if you're not the main one speaking, please mute unless you are me, Falco, John, or Tyler.
Okay.
You may proceed. You may proceed.
Okay, so here's the thing. You said you'd rather forget it. So that means you remember it to some extent. So can you please explain what you remember? There is no forgetting, John. You have to remember this and tell it in full or to the best you can.
Yeah, but why would I have to?
What kind of question is that? Just explain. You got asked a question. You need to answer it. There's no dodging it.
I'm not trying to like dodge it. I'm just
You
saying
are trying
that
to
I was
dodge
like
it. You're dodging it in every
talking.
single way possible.
I'm just saying that I like talked to someone who I, during the time was like suspicious about because of stuff being said about them in a server.
And what were those
and
things?
then those things.
What was he getting called out for? You saw it in the
It
server.
was like, yeah, it was like someone else was like, complaining about it, and they were like sending it off into a couple servers during the time. But
That
then
doesn't answer my
eventually,
question. What were the reasons why he was getting called out? That you were afraid of him. Why were you afraid of him?
I don't remember.
You said you saw it in a server, dude. You gotta remember.
It was
There's
in
no
a server,
way.
and I don't remember what it was, but I know it was in a server.
Okay. Was it bad? Was it good?
Oh, it was bad enough for me to change the age. Like I couldn't like.
Why did
change
you
it, like,
change your
back to, like,
age, though? How old was the guy?
Because it was like to me what to talk to the guy.
That is so. You know what? I'm just gonna move on because I don't feel like trying to resolve this. Someone can ask a question.
All right. Let me go real fast, and then it's gonna be Zayworld, and then whatever. Mr. John, you're at the you reside in America, right? I know this. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You're old enough to vote, and you're old enough to understand political things. Who did you want to win the 2024 election?
I cannot say that.
What do you mean you cannot say that? You can't just tell us a simple political
I just rather not say.
Bro, think he's the
Alright.
fucking CEO.
What he says is what he says.
Alright.
Bro,
Okay.
this is just.
Okay. Zayworld, you go up next, and then anyone else.
Yo, okay. So my question is, you're 19 years old, right? You're like an adult. So how come you actually know? How come you actually know how to get a job and be interviewed, but you don't know what you did in the server? Like, listen, most of us aren't even adults yet, and we remember things. But are you just really just pulling excuses out of your ass? Like, I'm not trying to be rude here, but like, I mean, that's what you're doing. Because basically,
Like, look,
all your
Zay,
answers,
like I
all
already
your
told
answers are
you
like,
that I
John,
I don't
let him
know.
finish talking.
Like all your answers are just basically just like saying, I don't know. Like when even the SDN told you that you were in the server and that he can recall the entire shit, entire events that led up to, like, I don't know, you're all controversy. And you were in that server. long enough, then I know according to SDM. So I mean, how come you not remember that? Like, is it because you just don't want to answer or what? Like that's just that's just kind of bullshit for you to just pass it on and just make an excuse. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, first off, there are things that I do remember from SDM. Like when I said like I didn't know like I was like referring to like what like exactly kind of like happened like during like last year, like not earlier but more later on. But like of course I know a lot of those older events. And secondly, if there's anything that I do know about, it is um like I just simply don't know like what happened like in the server with like the guy and the whole like ape stuff. Like I was even telling you, Zay, when you asked me like stuff in DMs, and I just told you that I didn't remember any of it. Like I like really didn't like the messages, the things that you told me. I just straight up don't remember it like at all. Like I don't remember like the point or what I was doing. And, I'd even go as far to say that during the time some people were like faking messages that they would just use like inspect elements. So like I wouldn't take it that far, but
So I guess so. Basically, you said that you didn't remember when I asked you back in August about like the other controversies. I'm kind of sure, sure you kept
yeah,
saying that.
like
I
I
don't
just
know.
straight up like didn't remember it at all. Like there was like a lot of things that I would rather just forget about, and I do fun with that.
So basically, you just don't want to answer KMA's questions just because of forgetting like that bro. What kind of like again? What kind of excuse is that specifically? Because that shit makes absolutely no sense like at all, bro. I'm not sure like to be fair, if you're 19 and you have a logic, you have an actual logic of saying that kind of shit, like, bro, you must actually have to like I don't know, just grow up at this point. Cause that shit, cause bro, you can't just be on the internet and then just expect to say, expect to come back to art communities and then just say I did nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Cause you went to the YBBC community and then you said that you were in a pedo, even though you said that you saved, even though you told Mythic Burrito that you saved CP and like you saved CP and you admitted to that, and you also admitted to like guilt tripping. And there's not, I don't know if you actually manipulate, but those were the two things that you admitted to in the screenshot: guilt tripping and saving CP. And you said that to Mythic Burrito straight up in his DMs. And then you say you were looking to like hang out with a 15-year-old girl or some shit in the screenshots too, in your old account. So I'm kind of sure that all those mistakes you did in the past, you say you want to forget about them, but you really have no choice. You did them anyway, and you decide not to change. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some real shit. That's some real shit you gotta remember, man. Cause like at the end of the day, it still doesn't excuse what you did, and you can't even don't even pull a cold and geek move when he said that. Oh, but I have a black girlfriend or whatever the fuck he said. Like don't pull out that cold and geek card because you know what I'm saying. That's pretty much what you're doing because you said, oh, but I want to forget everything and move on. Like, but you clearly still have to answer the question, even though you want to move on. But like, it just makes no sense whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? We still know what you did
Look,
in the
I
past. Like,
know what you're saying. Like, look, like even with the direct screenshots and the things that you sent, that was like from like February, like last year, and I just straight up like don't like. There's only like one thing that like I even like remember from that whole time period. But it wasn't anything like that, like any like admissions or something. Like I just straight up like don't remember anything of that. And of course that I would want to, like be better. Like I was like, saying and explaining like earlier throughout the whole call and stuff. Like, like I still stand behind, the whole like regular, I still, stand behind like a decent amount of those messages that I said. And, even after like stuff I did back in March, especially with the group chats that I were in, like even when I were freaking out, I still stand behind those messages. Like, I understand, that there's still stuff that I, should answer and things that like I shouldn't like forget. But, just because like I forget, of like saying this stuff, like if like did happen or didn't or whatever, like I obviously know doing that sort of thing is wrong. And I still learn. I haven't done anything like it since. And that's what I just look up to and look forward for now on. Like I know there's still stuff that they all would want me to answer. And it's not like that I'm like, not admitting to anything. Like I literally just admitted the whole, wall guy situation in this call. Like, I still admit to what's sending, the picture, even if it isn't mine, which I know you don't believe. I still fully admit to even sending it. Like not like specifically like just me with my own opinion. Like I know you don't believe that, that he like constantly asked me for that. I know you don't, believe that it came from someone else, but like I'm up all open arms to admit that I did send it in the first place, and that was, entirely wrong of me. So, if you're like expecting me to like admit to stuff, I can definitely do that, and I just did that. Like, like obviously I do want to like move on from like a lot of this stuff that, I like generally did. And, but I also
Sorry, sorry,
want to
sorry,
like
sorry,
remember
sorry,
a
sorry,
lot of the
sorry,
stuff.
John. You've been going on for a while. I need to go on something that you just said. So you're telling me that you had all this drama from like last year, early last year, right, and then you're saying that you've reflected on some of it and been like, yeah, I did something here wrong, but something here I also stand by. Is that correct?
Some things I stand by, not anything relating to the wall guy situation,
Yeah.
but things.
I'm
Not
saying,
anything related to wall guy.
what have you exactly reflected on that you have changed, that you think you've changed since? Give me one example.
Okay, so one proper example is obviously like sending like the photo, like, that I shouldn't have done that in the first place, that I was an adult. That is something that I can, entirely admit to. And I can also, admit that, making like deals with Dino about like lying, saying that was my picture and stuff, that is also something, that I find, wrong that I've done. Another thing that I, did wrong was like I'm like trying to think of like exactly like the type of situations and drama. Like
Oh, so okay,
obviously like
yeah.
with
So
like the DM shows, obviously, especially with making like the slideshow, like sharing that like momentarily. I do want to address again, like it wasn't like taken down via a report. I took it down entirely myself because of talks that I've done with Ari privately.
But
And
even though of your
I
stupidity,
still
there's 2 people that re-uploaded that, by the way. That shit's
oh
still up on YouTube.
I'm aware people like re-uploaded it and stuff. I'm just like as far as I'm aware, like I've like taken it down, and like anyone else that still has it up, well, they're in the wrong for having it up.
I have another
John,
question.
yeah.
I have 2 more questions. The first one being, why did you falsely take down Falco's video exposing you?
Well, I'm not wrong.
I
I
did
think
not.
I might have told him about that.
Like for whatever like whatever reason, people will just think that like I like did like a strike and stuff, and like I'm the reason why it got taken down. Like I'm I'm not. I wasn't responsible for that. I did nothing about that. Like I'm like Oh, calm down.
What the hell was that?
I heard that too.
Okay, no, I seen
It
who
was a
did it.
soundboard. It was a
No,
soundboard.
that's why that's how they did it. Okay.
Cat was the one who did it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can
okay,
you just disable soundboard?
Hey, can I say something about what was said earlier?
Make it quick because we have questions to get through.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna answer one. I'm gonna state my statement once we're done with the questions. That'll be easier.
Okay, we got more questions. Mr. John, why did you think of saving those pictures? I feel like this is the 12th time I've asked this today. Go ahead, Mr. John. Answer that question.
Like about like DM. Well, again, like I'd consider myself during the time. Like my thought process during the time is that like technically like I'm like an investigative party, and for that reason I was able, to keep it like saved. And this was something that I used to claim, back then. However, then again, I realized around August that was just wrong, and that's why I removed, everything like related to it.
All right. Okay. Let me get through all the questions. We have a little list, and then I'll let you continue. Have you done any drugs before?
No.
What are your political affiliations?
I'd rather not talk about it.
Why did you ask for child porn art?
What are you referring to?
I can address that. So, about Ari, you asked for art for you and her having sex. I guess I have the screenshots, by the way. If anyone wants proof, just come to me. But I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I'll just speed through this. I'll speed through this. You asked some guy that I will not state for sex art of you and Ari, doing it as revenge, I guess, for some diss track that got put on you. It's weird. Um, yeah, but that's really all I can state.
All right. All right. Next question. Do you play League of Legends? That's not even a serious question. Hold
Wait,
on.
I don't
Okay.
think he answered my question.
Oh, my bad.
You're good.
I do not play League of Legends.
Go
Next
back to the last
question.
question. No.
Yeah.
Go back to the last question.
Yeah.
Why did you ask for CPR? Go on.
I mean, he literally just already said why I did ask for it during the time. Again, this is related to Ari, so I can't exactly talk about it. All that I can say is that,
Oh my
that was
God.
just a small, yeah, like, again, I already talked to Ari about that, and I just
Dude,
can't
I
talk about
don't
it
give a
publicly.
shit if you talk to Ari. Can you please answer my question? Please.
All that I can tell you is that it was just a part of something bigger, and it was an overall
Whoa.
contribution to,
Part of
like, the
something
general
bigger.
strategy
I'm sorry,
that I
what?
would just
What?
Part of
No,
something
no.
Wait,
bigger?
what?
Hold on.
Yeah, it was, like, something, like, overall, it was, like, something that I, like, originally planned, but it, like, fallen under, like, the same general
Yeah,
strategy
because
that
the
the DM
guy that
should
you
have.
asked for him to. Oh yeah, he asked a guy to do CPR. By the way, so because you canceled it because the guy didn't want to do it because he thought it was weird as fuck. All right, that's
Alright.
why you canceled it.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt y'all's questions, but Mr. John, do you remember me? Do you remember me? It's Matt. It's Matt Biscuit from the
A
TDS.
reoccurring character in this
TDS
saga.
series. Hey, do you remember me? Do you remember me? Because I have a
bit.
whole bunch of stories to get into with you.
Okay, hold on. Before we get there, can we get to the questions before
Go
yours?
ahead, Brian. Go ahead, Brian. I'm not trying to
Okay.
annoy you people.
Mr. John, what is your age range preference?
I would actually prefer to be, like, with people that are 18 or older. The last couple people I've been with are also 18 and older.
Oh, really?
Then how come are you fucking friends with me?
wasn't
How come you're added
talking
to Dennis? How come you're added?
Wait. Even better. How come you used to be friends with me too?
He was friends with me too. You was in a sleep call with me.
Like you should have said like like friendships. You should have like referred to that. Like generally, if there's like friendships that I do, like I have been joining, as I said, servers that are like with adults or like servers like including adults. Like I've said that before. I only stay with like communities that I were like already in during the time. Like I haven't like joined like any like minor related community since like the start of 2024, and
Lies.
I still
Wait. Can I make a little statement real quick? So I confronted um John about in the middle of 2024. You joined a server full of minors. There was not one adult in the server. The oldest person I think was 16. You were in a VC with like 5 of them. And I saw you in there. And so I joined and then I recognized you. So I pulled you out of that VC because I didn't want you in there. And I got the person there to ban him from the server. So that's a lie. You have been in a minor related server full of minors. Literally not even a year ago. You remember Aussie's server?
again they were a part of a community that I were in back
No, you weren't.
in 2023.
So you were part of the
Yes.
OMC? That was the
Yeah, like
community.
back in
Oh yeah,
2023, I
and don't
was
forget, he was also part of the
the
Alice
OMC.
Corps too. He was part of the Alice Corps too.
Wait, what'd you say? What'd you say, John?
No, I meant you mean me. Like he was also part of the Atlas Corps. I don't know, like the Atlas YT community, Atlases.
Yeah, like listen, all that stuff was like before 2024. As I said, I haven't
That's
been
not
joining
true.
like
I
any
have
of
a full
the
video.
That is a lie.
I have a 20-minute video confronting you. I have it up on YouTube right now. You want to keep talking about
Mr.
not happening
Mr.
in
John, you
2024?
can't keep saying it's a lie. It's a lie when you full damn
Mr.
know
John,
well that is not a lie, dude.
Mr. John, you was in
Mr.
Goober
John,
Town. You was in Goober Town
Mr.
before
John, I have a
minors.
Mr. John, I have a question. How much did your actor pay you to say all of those lies?
You mean his manager?
Is
His
this
ma-
the re-
yeah, his name.
is this the real you, Mr. John? Is this the real you?
Okay. Let's not joke around right here. Hold on.
I think his mic actually shat itself. I think his mic actually shat itself.
Of course it
Ask John. Okay, ask John what role he played in the SDM Alta Vista incident.
Alta Vista. Okay.
John. Mr. John.
Mr. John, wake your little sleepy ass
Hello.
up, boy.
What?
Oh, okay.
I think this guy's pissed off.
Okay, what role did you play in the SDM Alta Vista incident?
SDM? What is
Hey.
that?
What is Alta Vista?
Next question. We'll go back to that one.
Hey, Zabish, check the quarter.
Listen, yo, what? Here we go. It's a reoccurring character in Mr. John Just Saga.
Hold on. I'm ready.
All right. I'm here to introduce a reoccurring character in Mr. John's story, Mr. Mad Biscuits.
All right, before I go, does anybody know about the TDSGC? Brian, stop. Does anybody know about the TDSGC or at least heard
I
about it?
know. If I'm available,
Fato was in it with me. He can probably back me up with some information here.
Okay,
Oh, nice.
so if
Let Mad.
I want Falto to go first because he's a better speaker.
Okay, so originally in like what was it, mid 2023, a show by DM Drings called TDS, shortened for the DM show. It's a show where basically it's like a copy of BFDI at this point.
It's your
Also,
typical.
whoever's
It's a
sending
typical.
swastikas in the general chat, please stop doing that.
Are you fucking with me?
Someone said, "What the fuck is that?" Actually,
Okay, don't worry about general chat. Just keep speaking.
Okay, here. I'll tell you from here. So, Falto, how old was Liam during this time in mid 2023?
I assume that the first episode came out a few days before my birthday, so he was 13, I think, at the time.
13. 13. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say, he probably was 13 around this time. I had the displeasure, the disgusting displeasure. How old is Mr. John now?
19.
19.
19. So
Turning 20 this year.
he was either 17 or 18 during this call. I had to sit uncomfortably for a few seconds of Mr. John and DM, who Mr. John was, remember, either 17 or 18, and Dante was 13. I had to sit and listen to them two moan as they had phone sex in a Discord call.
And this is not false statements. Me and Matt both witnessed this, and I was playing Cuphead during it. It was not a good experience.
He had to put the extra info up head. That was like the most important info of the entire
That was the
thing.
most important
And this
part of it.
happened 3 times. This happened 3
That was
times.
wrong.
and
Three
Mr. John-
times.
Yeah, 3 times, and Mr. John did not object.
Mr.
Bro.
John, please respond.
And also,
Please, sir.
I also think, wasn't there another instance where he was asking for CPR in that GC too? Wasn't there another instance?
CPR.
Wait. I know one screenshot that had him like forgiving people for like CP, and the fact he also admitted to like participating in like erotic role plays as well as like
Oh my
faking
god.
suicide.
Okay. Sorry. I need
Mr.
to-
John giving
we
Mr.
need some
John giving
clarity
head
here.
online.
Mr. John, please respond to one claim at a time. The erotic roleplay in VC where you were moaning with people. Is that true? What is your story?
Okay, so first off, I am not 19. I was a minor throughout the entire time that I was with him.
How old are you
So,
now then?
I just want to get out of the way. I'm 18.
Dude.
Currently I'm 18. During the time when I was like with DM doing all that stuff, I was 17.
So he just
Seven,
confirmed it,
17,
like-
17
Wait.
and 13 is still a bad age difference.
Wait,
I hope
wait,
you
wait.
know that.
It's
Wait,
like-
one thing.
I'm trying to figure out like how old I would have been during those events.
Wait, John, when is your birthday?
It was a fucking
When is your
year.
birthday?
April.
He was born
April.
in 2006. I know that.
Wait a
Okay,
minute.
2006. Hold on. Okay. So he is 18, turning 19 this year. In 3 months. You can continue.
You guys were so damn close. Let me tell you that.
Okay.
Here, and I here, Falto, can you unmute for a second? Because it was on with the TDS question.
Okay, what's up?
What you do remember him asking for CPR, right? In TDS GC, right?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember what he was asking for, like the specific art? Do you remember what the hell he was asking for?
No, but I do remember that he was just plain old asking for CPR. I don't like.
It was
CPR.
one with. It was like an edited picture of one of Render's old OCs and Dante's having sex. You remember that one?
Yes, I do remember that one. yes.
That was one of them, and Renders was also. Fuck, who knows how old Renders was at that time? Yeah.
His birthday's around June, so I guess like still 13, maybe. 13.
Yeah, so Mr. John, who was 17 years old at the time, was asking for art of two 13-year-olds OCs having sex.
And also, I don't know. This is highly confidential. I feel like Mr. John has proved himself on this, but in the beginning of 2024, in January, we were having a discussion. He said, if it is possible, could I have the drawings of this of the okay I don't know if I should say this, but there's some stuff that I did a long time ago in like 2019 or 2020. It was just it's not really related to this conversation really. But Mr. John asked stuff of that, and at like it's just like hold on.
Okay. Okay. Well, while he waits, I have another question to ask. Mr. John, why are you going out of your way to harass people on Discord for DMs by flooding their DMs, trying to call them nonstop, and just DMing them, stop ignoring me, answer my call, or some shit like that? Why the fuck are you harassing them doing that?
I have seen some instances before. To be
Harassing who?
Just anyone. Why are you flooding people's like user 10, Red Eye fan? I could go on, but like, why are you harassing them, like flooding their DMs and shit? Like, why are you doing that? Like, why?
There's that one time where he like pissed me off.
Okay, so
Sorry.
okay, you shouldn't be talking. Look, like I will just say, like I had like my proper reasons, to like talk to people, and people were just simply unresponsive, with me during the time. The reason why I didn't like even mention anything about it was because it's just such like a non-issue, and if anyone had like some sort of thing, like I had like my own reason, like depending on like which person who I had to talk to, like each one you mentioned, like for example the user 10, it was about the whole Kevman situation. For Red Eye, it was like generally because of like stuff that happened with his channel, and like his live chats, and other people that he were friended with during the time. But another thing which I can mention with it is that, I obviously don't like spam call people anymore,
Even though
but
there
that's
have been,
something that I just simply stopped doing.
even though there have been instances where you
So,
have done it, are you gonna continue?
like, I feel like that's all I had to say about it. Like, I just view it as a non-issue, and to put it quite simply, I just don't do that anymore, and instead I just send a
So
message and just wait for them to respond, and maybe bump it like every month or so with a
my
simple bump.
question
But
is, why do
I,
you think
I
gooning on Discord live was a good idea, though, bro? Imagine gooning on Discord. I'm serious. Just, bro. I'm not trying to be rude, but
what
like,
are you
bro,
talking about?
do
I
you
think
even
he's
know
on
what
about
gooning?
the DM's call with like the two minors who are moaning.
Bro,
Yes, this is something you said. This is something you said.
Matt Biscuit, do you
Okay.
know what did he goon in Discord? Did he goon in Discord?
Yes, yeah.
Hey,
He was.
hey. Can we get the questions out of the way, please?
Okay, look, I
Okay, my
didn't
bad.
like actually like goon or anything. I'm pretty sure it was like moaning and stuff. Like I'm pretty sure that's it.
No. Hey,
I've
hold on a
already
second.
talked about this
Mr.
with
John, I'm sorry,
DM,
but
and
I
I
need.
just we don't do that, and I just
Sorry, but
view it as
who's
something
adding
that was
bots into the
never
server?
done. Huh?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but
Let's just continue.
Falcon.
Let's just
No, no,
continue.
no, 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 no. Who's adding bots? The only ones who can do that is Falco and Matt or Tyler.
Falco just said that he did.
That Falco.
Adding
Don't
this,
invite the bot.
adding this, so
Don't
I
put
don't
the.
have to use my voice.
You know,
Just
you
type in
guys
chat.
saying this is giving a dead giveaway that I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
But anyway, okay, finish that up right fast, and then we go on to the next questions.
Banning the same fuck.
No, we're not doing that. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna go on to the next question. Hold on. Okay.
Okay, guys, don't.
Someone would like to know.
No, stop, please.
Kicked.
Don't
Someone
kick it.
kick that damn bot off the
Kick it from the server.
server.
Don't kick it from the server. I wanna use
Already
it
kicked it.
for
My bad.
No.
Okay,
Aw, fuck.
can we please finish? Can we please finish?
No, I wanna use like.
Dude, let's just finish with the damn questions, bro.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Someone said they'd like to know what you.
Getting mad at me for that shit. Okay.
Are you a Zionist pig?
No. That's like all the way down at the bottom. There's some at the top we didn't do yet.
Oh.
Someone would like to know what you think about the people in Sweet Dream memes. As understanding regret for your actions, why do you not see our feelings towards you as reasonable?
I'll just say, I never was given the chance to properly respond to, space, originally. I
Go ahead,
will
do it now.
say that, like across
Do it now.
like everything that I've like done, from the Monopoly to Operator Regen, I know it's like a long history and all of that, which I've just effectively moved, past from.
Because
I
they're
will
not
say
relevant.
there is.
No, keep going.
Yeah, look, there was just, too much, that I've like, were involved with, that I've done, other members have done. There's like a lot that I've like, learned from it. And that was just kind of like back when I just didn't really know how to join like another proper server during the time. And obviously there was just generally like a lot of like dumb decision making that was, there during the time. Look, I can look back at a lot of those actions with regret if that's what you're asking me for. And there are tons, like I wouldn't like really say like tons anymore. Like they were like definitely like, dumb things, which, before I thought about just simply like not doing, but nowadays it just kind of like blended in with common sense, which I don't do. Tons of things, like so many things I just regret that I just kind of like, like just simply added it to like my common sense and stuff. And, I'm still trying to like, learn, all the previous stuff that I said, earlier, like hours ago at this point in this call. But, I'm still trying to like, keep myself, okay and all that. Like, you know, like I knew eventually one day y'all would have like directly contacted me about like the issues, like the stuff that I've done and things about me. Like I knew eventually like one day something like this, was gonna happen simply because like there's just been so much and my responses haven't really been going anywhere. And like my channels and stuff are just not being viewed as much by those people and nobody submits stuff in my form. Like I knew eventually there would be a day where I would just be, confronted of like everything that I've done. And, I'm just trying to be here like as honest as possible. And probably everyone here, has like actual reasons to think why I'm bad or whatever. Even me, I still want to be able to like improve, learn, move on, like a lot of the things, that I've been saying throughout this whole call. And, I've been talking to people. I want to be able, to prove like my change and stuff. And I know people like Tyler TV, even asked me about that. And, I just didn't send it because, I wasn't comfortable. I didn't have any reason to trust him during the time. That's why I didn't send stuff, properly and stuff. Like all I simply asked for, like, like I just thought it was a lie that it wasn't as public as an issue because of like all like like nobody was like really talking about it. There isn't like a video of it. There isn't any post. I haven't been mentioned anywhere. So that's why, I haven't really been doing too much apart from like contacting people in like group chats and speaking to them individually. And the simple thing is that nobody has like put everything in like a comprehensive list for me to like respond to, because obviously y'all would probably just keep that stuff to yourselves at this point. Look, all I've like asked is to just take like all the issues with me and to just make it like obvious, like say it. And now y'all are like questioning me about it. Like I want to be able to like look back on my past, if regret, but also look up to the future with improvement. So yeah, to answer your question, there, I acknowledge there's like probably like way too many things. Probably forgot about some of it. Definitely remember a lot of like the little things, like not Alta Vista, whatever you're trying to go with that, but definitely with the Monopoly and Les Manga and probably the whole gacha stuff. Operation Regen, I thought that was still pretty good. The efforts that I did there, all the main edits and the effort that I did for it. I understand why
I do make
you
a
had
comment
like
on
your
Operation
role
Region. I
during the
thank you. I
time.
thank you for launching Operation Region because it was through the power and unity of people on SDM that saw Operation Region as such a stupid idea that they actually united together and made it past a couple of gens after that. So yeah, you did technically do it, but yeah,
Okay, I know people can look at it back with like stupidity, but it still did its thing.
I'm not trying to take credit away. Yeah.
All right, are we ready for the next question? We only have a few left.
Right. After that,
What
I
are
have
y'all gonna do like
Here, can
this
I use
anyway?
the TTS bot for
After-
this
And
one?
when we're done with the questions, we'll reach a verdict. We'll reach a verdict.
Can I use the TTS bot for the questions?
Yeah, after done with the questions, I want to like make a statement. So yeah.
Okay, hold on. And when we're doing questions, please do not add side questions, as that only makes the question even longer and it drags it out.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me get the TTS
Okay.
bot set up. Hold on.
Okay, the next question is from
Don't,
the
no. Oh, okay.
Falco. I said we're going in the order that people ask the questions, and it's only fair. Okay, this one's been sitting here for 30 minutes being waiting to be asked. John, how do you feel right now?
Okay, well, right now I actually, feel, like I can understand like some people could probably think that I'm like scared or nervous or afraid or whatever. But, at the same time I'm kind of calm because, all I'm just being right now is just, honest. Right now I'm like being quite fine, like I'm answering like everyone's questions. I'm being very honest about myself. I like acknowledge that there are definitely issues with me. There are terrible things that I have done in the past. Like ultimately I just like feel like that this is kind of something that I would have like eventually expected to happen, but I'm kind of feeling like I'm a bit more fortunate to be like given like proper like responses to things, and to actually say what I kind of need to at this point, because there's just like too many people that I know of that would like probably not do this sort of thing, if I'm being honest. I would just simply like rather like block me out and just simply like barely say anything about the situation to me. Like, look, like even after like this call or so, like I'd still want someone to like, at least like talk to me, now knowing that there are like all these issues, about me, that this stuff is just, obvious at this point. Like,
Yeah.
again, I still wanna look up the whole general improvement thing and yada yada. Like, I'm sorry if I say that too much, but, that's just how I honestly feel. Like, I'm pretty sure someone will still be at least, like, looking up to me or talking to me after all of this, because, like, I'm not, like, rage quitting, I'm not, like, angry or anything, I'm just kind of accepting terms as they are and, I'm just hoping that someone would kind of look at that and think that that there's something
Yeah.
about me that I can still be like fine and be properly all right, that I could like change like a lot more for the better, like more than I've already done. Like I've already done like, like my own like self-improvement and stuff. Like, y'all can like even give out some advice of yourself and I'll consider it. Maybe I'll take it, like right now I just want to be able to at least be honest with all of y'all and hope that that stuff can come after this like peacefully rather than just like chaotic or have like a video or post, because like as far as I'm aware none is up. I haven't been mentioned in anything, I haven't been sent anything, and I wasn't even told anything about the server. So that's just what I'm kind of like hoping for with all of this. I mean, like, be honest with me right now. Like, would any of y'all like even like talk to me in the future, like based off of like right now and what and all that?
Probably none of us. I'm gonna be honest. Probably none of us.
Dude, I'm just
mean-
fucking pissed off because, like,
And you have
dude,
to
I'm
respect.
just
You also have to
really over this
respect that
bullshit.
opinion too, Mr. John. You have to respect our
Yeah.
opinion that
Yeah,
we don't want
I
to
know.
abuse
Like a
you.
lot of people, would definitely leave me for this. Like that's not like that's kind of gonna
It's
be like the
fair.
main
It's very fair.
obvious thing. Yeah, I know. I'm aware, like entirely. A lot of people were gonna do that.
In all honesty,
No, but I'm just
no
also
one
saying like
in all honesty, you don't deserve the respect from anyone. You are just disgusting. I'm just gonna be
Honestly,
Shut up, bro!
this dude fucking pisses me off. Just
And
this
we'll leave
dude
the
pisses
verdicts
me
for
off.
later.
Like,
We got a couple questions later.
Okay.
yeah,
Statements later. Statements later. Do you regret acting improperly around minors?
can you like define that?
Literally anything bad around minors, whether it be sexual, showing them things they probably shouldn't ever see in their life, except when they're an adult. Cum napkins, anything improperly bad. Okay, let me rephrase the question. Do you regret acting like a predator around minors?
Okay, well, even though the actions,
Yes or
that
no?
everyone is suggesting
Yes or
is
no, Mr. John? It's a yes or no question.
We dead ass right now. Do
I'm
we have
gonna
to
have to
find a
say
yes?
no on that one.
Okay.
Excuse me?
A no? Wait. Oh, hold on. Hold on.
what?
Wait, did you just say no?
My
Yeah.
question is, do you ever
Are
regret
you
booting
gonna
the
like
minors on Discord?
like it's not like that in like particular. Like if it's about like acting like bad to them, like, I still,
Which you
like know
objectively did.
about it. Like I still
You
learn
did.
from it and stuff.
Order in
Like,
the court. Order in
I
the court.
still got to like know people from all this stuff. I mean, some of the things that I did kind of led me to like new opportunities and stuff, and other things that I did, I got to meet new people from a lot of my past actions. Like if I didn't do the things I did, then I probably wouldn't be the way that I am right now. And I know like obviously it's like bad to like act like predatory or to do bad things. Like I'm not gonna try to like defend myself for that. So that's why I'm saying that I'm aware of it and that I like regret doing those bad activities. But as for like the interactions, like themselves, that like generally like talking to people, I mean, I would say no to that. But that doesn't mean that I like don't regret like terrible things that I did. Like obviously I do. It's just that it kind of led me to like be this way. And I'm me. I'm my own story. I'm like unique in this world. like, I still feel, like that there's like a lot like within me that I know about, like I'm still like taking this whole thing with like a bit of passion, with a bit of heart maybe, and that I'm like, I wouldn't say I'm passionate of it, obviously not, but I'm just saying that I think that, that I can still know like, more about like general life and stuff and how to act and the way to be. Like, I know, like, realistically, nobody here is probably gonna be, like, friends with me at this point or, like, whatever. Like, probably, like, nobody. Like, yeah, but, like, I'm just saying, I still have, confidence within myself. I try to look up to things and, like, I try to, like, look up to good stuff. Like, I like, whenever something like this happens, I know I shouldn't be, like, panicking or crying and stuff, like, I still try to be fair with my things, what I do.
You finished? I think that's a yes.
Honestly, I generally find it like really fucking scary that you actually remained calm throughout like everything. Like
You're showing no emotion, and that's just it's creepy. I'll admit that it's creepy. It's disturbing.
It's like you don't feel bad. It's like you don't feel bad after you just got caught gooning to a 12-year-old boy when you're 18, and then you're in the courtroom sitting in there just being emotionless while the judge hands down your sentence. Like, bro, let's face that. That's actually you in this scenario, bro. I mean, dead serious.
Oh my fucking
What, are
God.
you expecting me, to cry? Like, are you, like, expecting me to, like, break down or, like,
We're expecting
do
you to be
something like that?
remorseful.
I'm expecting you to own up to your actions.
Yeah,
John,
Exactly, and be remorseful.
Hold it up.
at least show some emotion to your fucking
Exactly, and
shitty
be
action.
remorseful. Actually, be remorseful, bro. I'm being dead serious.
I
Like,
know
bro.
what it's like to be emotional. Like, of course I do. Like, I just want to make it clear that I'm not trying to, like, break down or something. Like, like, I've been, like, taking my breaths. I've been just calm this entire time. Like, I don't want to, like, freak out or anything. Like, listen, if I want to, like, bring out, like, answers, like, honestly, like, I'm being asked, like, all sorts of questions right now. I just want to be able to, like, answer them honestly. I don't want, like, any emotions to get to me for that because I want to be able to, like, speak the truth to stuff. Like, I want to be able to remain respectful with this sort of thing. And, I want to be, more okay with myself. Like, I want to be, feeling, good. I don't want to, feel like that, like I'm down. I don't feel like I want to cry or anything. Like, that's why I don't feel like much emotion. Like, if I want to be honest and ask y'all, like,
All right, somebody just said that you're a legitimate sociopath, Mr. John, and I'm honestly gonna be real here. You are. You genuinely are.
What
There's
question
no
are we on?
simple way to put it.
Bro, I think
The
the last
question
was
was, I
from
think the question was if he ever felt bad for someone, or if he felt bad for
Stop
something.
ignoring me.
Stop
Okay,
ignoring me.
has Chalice got to go? Has Chalice got to
Stop
go and
ignoring.
ask their question, like I said in the chat?
Okay, I'm ready if everyone's done.
Yeah, we're all done. Go ahead and speak your
Yeah,
Okay.
Go
we're
ahead,
good.
Chalice.
Hi, John. It's Chalice. You probably remember me. I want to ask you. You were repeatedly given the opportunity in SDM to change. You remember when you were banned for 1 year? For you to reflect on your actions. You stated that you were going to reflect on your actions during that period, and you came back doing the exact same thing that you were doing before. I want to ask you, do you really think you are capable of change? Because from previous experiences, it seems like you aren't. You have been given multiple opportunities to change and never have.
Okay, I want you to keep in mind like the time period of SDM because all that old stuff, you know, when I was like banned for a year, that was from 2020 to 2021. Like, you know, I probably shouldn't have been using like Discord like in the first place, but at the same time, that's how I got to like know everyone like generally back then. I was like, you know,
No,
like
it's
dumb.
not an age thing about that period. It's that very recently, at least a year ago, you were still doing the same exact actions that you were doing that long ago.
So what specific actions are you referring to?
General harassment, trying to control and basically manipulate the gens to get exactly what you wanted. That sort of thing. That's what you were specifically banned for, and you never changed based on that.
If anything, you've only
Like your last time in the server, all you did was say
Stop
negative
ignoring me.
things and harass people. And that's exactly what you were doing all the way back then.
Let me add more
Just
context. When there
pathetic
was
mixed with apathetic, John, Mr. John.
yeah, and add more
Okay, now that
context.
you
It was
mentioned
whenever yeah, whenever there were videos that would be made when there were new gen whenever you were trying to make a gen and damn, you're all right. This is a long time ago. But basically, you attacked Les Manga, these people, for stupid little things. Well, I remember one specific argument. Him and that shit. But basically, he made a gen, and then you said that yours was better because the video size was like the video size in the corner was smaller than the other, giving more space. And then you got into this whole cockfight argument. This is the problem. I've told you at length in our DMs. If I could pull them up, I won't. In all of our DMs, I have like thousands of stuff. I have thousands of characters. I have thousands upon thousands of characters in messages telling you, asking you to reflect. I wouldn't do that to people I don't care about. And back
You
then,
have
I
been
did
told
care.
multiple times how
And
you could improve, and you still choose not to.
and the person that I'm seeing here today, you have not improved at all.
Okay, well, as I was, you know, going to say before I was interrupted and then eventually just talked over entirely, I do want to say, like, I still believe that I have learned, that I have, you know, improved, like, you know, all the stuff that I was saying about, like, my self-improvement and stuff, like, you know, you're trying to claim that between 2020 and 2021, that entire year that I was gone for, that I basically didn't improve or do any sort of thing with myself. Well, um, here's the thing though. Like ever since like that whole second ban and you know that entire you know thing, you know that whole incident, I would say that you know whenever I did you know like seemingly harass anyone with like spamming their messages and stuff, like, most of the time, I just, like, barely did it, like, I would just send, like, a message, like, every day or something, or, you know, for some people, it was, like, 5 messages, like, every, like, 2 months. Now, I understand some people can still call that annoying, and, you know, I understand that. I've again, just have, like, completely stopped that practice ever since, you know, as I said before, because I just considered it to be, like, a non-issue. However, I will say that I do believe that I have changed because, you know, I'm just not like doing stuff for like the whole chain. I'm not doing stuff for the meme anymore. Like, you know, all the stuff that I've been like getting people over to, we're over things that were a lot more serious than, you know, like the whole chain and stuff, you know? I still remember back, thinking about how I just like really cared about the chain and stuff. And then, I kind of figured out the whole thing by like 2021. And then I'd say that I have at least like improved. Like there was some improvement between 2020 and 2021. But I also acknowledged that I was still, quite young back then, that there were things that I, kind of did back then which were not really seen as great. And the whole mod thing, like, I feel like a lot of those actions came, from the other members trying to start a scene or, just simply me being stressed out in class. And that just kind of affected me mentally. Now, of course, I don't really have to think about that anymore because, I've been sent back home and, the outlook for me, like is not looking like too good. And I don't mean like online, like I mean like physically, like due to medical reasons, I was actually sent back home. So, I can like only hope for stuff to happen. But, what I can say is that I, managed to finish out like my whole year. I still online with like other communities and stuff, and it was never like over like some sort of like video. It was never like some sort of goal, and there has never been like any sort of major argument that I had over a video series. Even with DM, like I'd say like all of the issues, that even Mad Biscuits talked about. I kind of like already talked about this stuff with like DM like a long time ago. All the ESEC stuff he mentioned earlier was talked about during like 2024. And and I mean like the very beginning of like 2024. Like all that stuff happened like 1.5 years ago. And again, like that's my fault for following with that. But I'd still say that like, that wasn't related to any sort of video series. So yeah, I would say I've changed during like 2020 to 2021.
All right. Okay. There's 3 things I need to say before we end this today. All right. One is we've reached a verdict. You are 100% guilty for everything accused against you. And 2, or 2, is there anything you want to say to everyone here? Most of the people being victims or attacked by you or anything. Is there anything you want to say to all of us here? Mr. John.
I feel like that, like a lot of the things, when I like to think back to like how I, started, from like issues that happened years ago to things that happened, around like the time that I, was on Discord, like all the things that I've, led up, from my life to this moment. To me, it's just obvious, what the next thing for me to do at this point is. I still, want to like, finish things up like all proper. Like I know probably like everyone here, just like hates me or despises me. And at this point, like everyone has like some sort of thing to say about me and what I've done and what I'm involved with.
Mr. John, I was kind of hoping for maybe an apology for everything you've done. But maybe we aren't going to get that. But I have another question, Mr. John.
What?
Okay. How would you feel if everything you've said has been recorded right now? Just curious.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it was kind of obvious with all the rumors flying around. Like at least I was like honest with everything that I've said and done, and you know, Like, what are you even gonna do with this recording anyway?
I'm just being hypothetical. Well, here's the thing. This is the end, so I'm no longer the host of this courtroom.
Hey,
Everyone can say
I would like
whatever
I
you
would like
want
to
to
say
him.
something real quick. I hereby state Mr. John guilty of his charges.
Yo, you think you're the
Hey,
nonchalant
can I
dreadhead?
like
You're
say
not
my
that.
statement here? I haven't said my statement in like a while because of all the things that have been all the things I've been heard. But yeah,
Stop.
The
but yeah,
skip
I
this.
find it fucking delusional that that you say that you're gonna like save CP for like evidence, quote unquote, and I don't like if like even if you were to save CP just for evidence, it's still fucking wrong to like save CP. Like either way, like I don't give a fuck if you who would save CP for evidence or not. I give a fuck if you save it either way or like at all. Second of all, it's honestly like really disgusting that I've been hearing that you were asking someone for CP art, which is like, oh god, I just, oh, that's disgusting. And even if you were to send that cum picture to someone else, even if that cum picture was from someone else, I mean, you still sent it to a minor, and that was not good. It was still not good either way. And you should have been you should have been the bigger person and just look like said no, left the call, muted him, or just literally unfriended him or blocked him. That's what you should have been done. That's what you should do. But you just sent it anyway and just listened to all of him just forcing you to do it. So I don't give a fuck if you were forced to do it. You still did it. That is really I think that is really perverted for you to do, and I'm just not happy about it. And yeah, I'm just like so sick. I'm just just disgusted. So I've even been disgusted from the very start of of Major Payne telling me
Quote,
what
I can
happened.
send CP to expose people. Quote, I can send CP to expose people. Words of John himself.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
no
these are
one
my
gives a
final words
fuck
to
if it's
you.
just for exposing people. You still saved it either way. That is not good.
John,
That's
these are my final words to you. You're a degenerate faggot, and that's me being brutally honest.
You're a degenerate faggot, and that's me being brutally honest.
Dude, I don't really give a fuck anymore. Like, dude, I'm just sick and fucking
Then at
tired of
this
this.
point, you don't even learn. You don't even learn. You don't even learn.
We digging.
Connection terminated. Freight terminated.
Sorry.
Good.
Oh, wait.
Freight.
I hope this is the final time I ever talk to you, John. But here's the thing, all right? I think after today, it's very become clear. You have a fucking sociopathic personality. If you're also narcissistic as fuck. The only thing that saves you is therapy and God. You mentioned before that you were atheist. I think I'd probably start looking for some fucking deity to be responsible to that doesn't like worship baby. That doesn't worship baby fucking. All right.
From an atheist. This coming from an atheist myself. You need God in your life, Mr. John. I'm being dead ass.
Seriously. I mean, to be honest, if someone ever comes around and says you need a lot, that's the same thing. You need
You are delusional beyond repair. You are fucking delusional beyond repair. I don't care what any of these incidents that you brought up today that you tried to add a little context to, like, oh, this victim, oh, they made me think that they were a little that I was the victim here, guys. That this person told me to
Okay.
to this man, right?
Okay.
Any context will not
Okay,
save
man.
you. And when you find God, I hope it's the Christian one because at least you make a good fucking politician in today's climate. Go to hell.
Fuck yes. Go.
Listen.
Oh God, Red Eye joined the server. Holy shit.
Listen, Mr. John. This is the final message before Mr. John gets removed. This is my final message.
Mr. John, stop trying to act like you're gonna get blowjobs.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Mr. John, you are a waste of an air molecule. I'm
All right,
genuinely
Mr.
being
John.
honest here.
Mr. John.
Mr.
Mr. John.
Brian, I'm not gonna. I want some of them to speak.
If
Some of them have
Betsy was
final words
here,
to say.
then he would be
Let
laughing his
Judge
ass off
Man
right now.
speak, bro. Let's let them speak. Yeah.
Anybody else got any final words they want to say to him? Anybody?
Me.
Final words.
Hey, me, I want to say something. I want to
Go
say something.
ahead.
John, just
me.
yeah.
Zay,
My last word.
Say
Yeah,
what's
my
up.
last
Alright,
words.
my last words is. My last words are basically why do you think you was gonna you were gonna give a blowjob to like a minor, but that's kind of crazy, bro. Like imagine saying, oh, I'm gonna blow job myself 500 times to a minor. Like, bro, that's just kind of weird because you was 18 when you did that kind of stuff, bro. You not, bro. Like you acting like you got an OnlyFans account, like my man. It's just crazy shit. Do I act like you got some OnlyFans ass account and you do that shit, bro? You need to actually see God in your life, bro. I mean, I know you an atheist. I respect atheists, but like, listen, sorry, I respect atheists too, but I just don't respect when atheists just break their own, like they just like break the rule of like how do I say it in a religious way, like basically disappointing everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like what we see as normal human rights, normal like natural rights that people have. Therefore, like people that are just so immoral that they go past like
So delusional.
the idea of religion. They're being a fucking dick to everyone.
Exactly.
I got another thing to say. I got another thing. Mr. John, please kindly get your stupid ass, Mad Hatter ass, Kaido from Psyche K looking ass out of here, bro.
Get your KFC bucket of fried chicken with no honey mustard with some added with some barbecue with your little goofy ass out of here. Boy, your ass built like a sped. Boy, your ass built like a sped Olympics. The entire sped Olympics center. You cannot be talking, bro.
Actually, shit, I have to ask
Final words to you, Mr. John, is that you're a degenerate faggot. That sucks.
There's something I'd like to ask, if I could.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Mr. John, this is Ishmael. Hi. I might have missed it. You might have said this earlier because it's a very like general question. Why did you even come here? What did you seek to do?
Wait, in the server? Because I can
No,
answer
like-
that if you're meaning the server.
Ishmael.
Yeah, like
start talking now.
Like, I was just like, hey, or like someone just like contact me here.
Can I
He's
tell?
destroyed.
There's like other stuff that I could say, but y'all are just talking over me.
Final thing. Can I say one final thing?
I would like like to hear this from
You're
Mr. John.
you're just talking over me, and I can't.
I want to pick two.
No, actually, you please let him speak. I
Yeah,
want to get
just
this
go
over
ahead.
with.
Yeah.
John, speech. John.
Look, it's not about like if you want to get this over, VR. I'm just
No,
gonna
just answer the question.
get that.
Just answer it.
Dude, what question?
Why are you here? Why did you
I
get
asked,
invited here?
What did you say to
Oh,
accomplish?
I know.
Dude, I was just like, I
answer
was
that.
just added here. Like that's
No,
it.
listen. I can answer that. He wasn't fully invited to the server. He's only invited to the VC. As soon as he leaves, he can't access it anymore.
Yes, but like staying here for all this time in order to participate in an interview, which was one-sided. I'm asking why he decided to stay when he could leave.
That's a good question, actually.
Look. I can still like get stuff like resolved and whatnot. Like, look, I'm not here just to like be like a joker or something. Like, I was like brutally honest with everyone here in this call. Like, tell me, who even are you? Like, remind me who you are.
I was.
Bro, why are you asking? Why are you asking who they are? Like the
You called
important
me-
question is why did you
Hey,
do this?
Yo, let her
Stop
talk.
interrupting.
You called me a degenerate faggot too.
Oh, the chess pieces have moved.
Look where the tables turned, Alan. Look where the tables turned, Mr. John. Like, bro. We don't get so.
Is everyone
Bruh,
done?
I mean, I mean, he's just being a hypocrite. That's all I have to say. He's just being a
All right,
hypocrite.
let's Brian speak. Let's get this over with.
Okay.
I'm done being in here.
The final thing I have to say. Despite everything, Mr. John, I hope you can find peace with what you've done.
We
You
don't.
pathetic piece of shit.
Yeah.
Mustard!
Mustard.
Oh yeah.
All right.